a blood on the gore. Bunis, your blood of a down, Igor. Bunitsi, a big gronky pator. Bunitsa te bellaroo. A thuperoni lavoy. A copper te tangaroo. No sabavina bator. Bunis, you don't be dork. Bunis, a blood on the gore. Bunis, your blood up a down, Igor. Bunitsi, a big gronky pator. Bunis. Do I believe her? Do I believe her?
They put their bodies, their careers, and their lives on the line. They have spent years training and have a lifetime of experience. But what entertains you tears their bodies apart. So cheer for them, admire them, believe in them, but leave the action to them. Please try this at home.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends waiting to surround the band. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look, it's a heart. I hear the horn on too. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look, somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there, you're all alone.
Hello everyone, welcome to the most family-friendly show in the VGCW network. This is VGCW at Home. I am Toe. Been a little while, haven't done this in a while. Anyway, I got an announcement coming on a little later. Don't worry, it's not bad news or anything. Just before we get started, let me know if my audio, there's an issue with the music balance. I'll just keep messing with it. And that's about it. So, let's do this. We'll just zoom in and render. Alright, we're gonna follow Cammy in here in the fourth house. I'm gonna mess with the settings a little bit before we get some music going. Okay, let's get the music. Alright. Here we are. Cammy is playing computer games and playing some British racing game, probably. Meanwhile, the others decided when I switched houses that they would go somewhere else, and we have Red doing his homework without his shirt, beside someone else's pool in the snow. This seems pretty normal. Cookie Mama is also there with him. There are some others here. Duke is doing laps or something. What was that? I'm a Hatch. I think that's Grunty's girlfriend. Where is Dennis Hopper? Oh, he's come back home. He is in the Pretty Princess Tower. And it looks like he's just coming down right now. Ganny's also here. I think he went swimming too. You can see the flip-flops. He's probably playing against Cammy right now. Wii Fit Trainer. Interesting setup. She's gonna watch the TV. Franny is probably also with that pool. Oh no. She's over by the nightclub where she is wrecking snowmen. And in the background, you can see a few characters we may know. Got Grunty and Reno and Tara there. Anyone else we know? That's about it. Anyway, all that hard work. And something else I have to mention. Oh. Well, it was a good run. Pretty solid. Cool. Someone give him some ice heal. Also, how's my audio so far? Balanced? All good? Anyway, there is something I did that may be some unfortunate news. I think this is the wall that had it. I got rid of the poker table because I had enough of that crap. Everyone was doing that instead of all this other stuff in this house. That's annoying. So, we're losing too much money. Music can go a bit down. I will turn that down. A couple decibels. No more poker night. No. cutting them off. We get a little traffic jam, just like I had earlier. And everyone's kind of awkwardly standing around. Gandalf wants to whine the Duke about his wife. Well, we got a lot queued up here. We'll let them sort that out. Red's back here, doing his homework. It's pretty cold. Franny, what have you done with your hair? Well, do what you want. The trainer's gonna watch TV. She's obviously staying in shape. And now we have a conversation with Gandalf out of the picture. Mama wants to talk about gardening, the gardening spin-off. And up. The trainer and Waluigi are no longer friends. They don't talk. Gary's sniffing red. Now there's someone who had a baby girl. Great. No one we know. You're doing pretty good with that homework circumstances. Despite. Game's feeling pretty buff right now. She wants to talk about some conflicts, dude. Meanwhile, there's a brawl. Well, not a brawl, but at least a little bit of decision making needs to be done. Everyone wants to be the princess here. Too bad. Meanwhile, Bowser takes the smart route and just goes up for the roof area over here. And my headset cut off a little bit. Okay, no problem. Let's all have a conversation here while this man's trying to sleep. What's a wasp in this round? There it is, sleeping in the bunk bed. This is the one at the very top of the roof. Most people are getting their sleep. Timothy, I don't care about you. Get out of here. I did do a bunch of updating. I had to uninstall and reinstall this entire suite of Sims games twice. And I put the newest expansion in there. So there's some stuff I'm not totally accustomed to. Hi Belmont, how you doing? Wow, Timothy, I really don't care about you. Get out of here. Most people are sleeping, but a few of them are trying to figure things out. Duke looks a little worried about his tricky arrangement, but oh, look at this boy. You will know Duke's name, alright. So, is everyone going to sleep at this point? No, we fit trainer. You can set what stories the mod shows you to certain families. Oh, cool. And I think that makes everyone sleeping. No? Let the soldier speed through until someone wakes up. Oh, there's 3 o'clock pruning. Give it a moment. There we go. Slow down. Alright. Okay, he's up. He doesn't care to play with her. Wants to watch the Lion King. Or play the Lion King. Oh, look at that clipping. That's sliding. Wow, this game's jumping all over the place, but he's just taking it with total grace right now. Zupery. He switches games, goes seamlessly in there. Quite a gamer. And then we got Bowser here. With the little tail. Uh-oh. The hate begins. I don't care what anyone thinks, you think you're hot. After an argument. Cool. Getting a little salt in there. A love-hate relationship, what can I say? There's Ganondorf playing together. Fluidness over there. The design. I'd like to know why there's, what is this, a horse? A donkey? Something? Why is this on a foosball table? Why does it have boxing gloves? How is this relevant? I don't know. But there it is. The music off. Let's see, good. We're back to playing the Lion King. There's Pumbaa. And then off. That's Timon. Get the controller there and working. Kind of like Jontron. Kami's working on some karate. Some martial arts. Just hit it already. Come on. Come on. Big spray swap block. Come on. Oh. Look at that. Leaf gets a quick meal in before work. Duke and Kami have turns. So, just so you kind of know the current situation in jobs, looks like nothing's changed. Duke is a coffee courier now. So, yeah, giving them balls of sugar. Kami is working as a grunt in the military still. We've the trainer as a middle school teacher, obviously the fitness. We don't have jobs for... Well, we got a snitch, too, for Franny. And Red's got to go to school. And I have to say this house is going so much better without that damn poker table. Things aren't doing so well between Duke and Dennis Hopper. Ganondorf contemplates after his meal. He thinks. was thinking of a penis. Okay. It's kind of creepy. Also, they're sitting together after all playing a game. I think this is becoming a bit of a trio here. Keep an eye on that. Dennis Hopper continues to enjoy his castle and all the lovely laptops within it. The meal, I believe, was an autumn salad, prepared by the trainer, I would imagine. That's what she had. Here she is arriving at work. Gotta get there before the kids do. A couple snowmen to greet her, and then there's this great attempt. We also have a snowman who's also watching. Let's see, maybe she will bit of that. You see the kids, the other people here. Here's Waluigi, and here's Spring Festival has begun, including the annual egg hunt. Time to turn to kissing booth. Turn to dance floor. The web tester is there. Also, there's Aaron Hansen. The Oakmeister's here. GA, Roll, all coming in. What about Red? Huh? We follow the not-so-crazy bus. It just kind of goes down a hill. Oh. I think it's all a bit crazy. Anyway, huge traffic jam at the door. No one wants to go in. Nehru to stay. But Luigi will take the initiative. As will VJ Alvey. Backwards hat Luigi. Side hat Luigi. Randy got a raise. We'll let them do their thing and get in there. Annie doing her work as a grunt. I'm not going back here. I don't know why. Snow is melting around town. Signs of spring. Meanwhile, all you have is Gandorf being a gamer. Now the red's away, you can use those. Does that work? So we just have these three for the time being. Mike is clicking. Is it still clicking, or just kind of on and off? Good job, the pants. Might have been Mama. Oh. I don't know. Guess it was. You sure it's not me clicking around in game? Because when I click these things. Whoa, 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 whoa. Required reading readers, book reports. Improve your job performance, increase relationship with the boss. Ooh. Hell yeah. Also, that music syncs perfectly with that. Let's see where Duke works. This is, oh, he's got a big building here. This is, Kanjutsu. Here's the coffee courier, which I believe is the lowest of the low on the business ladder. We have sci-fi mama happening here. We have all these robots. Where's Baza? If you want some ideas, get some robots in there, man. We have one guy who does Mew High and all these other crazy moves. Air trap. Someone got stuck. On trees. Oh, that was scary. So upon this little jungle land. It's kind of like a reverse Pocahontas. Oh, baby. Oh, phone. Who was it? What's with those people at the stadium always calling, trying to make them work out? How do they have our number? Yeah, this is a family show. See, they're a family. They're in a house. Check on the buff board here. Go a little cross-eyed. He's waiting for Bowser to come along. Stay at work until closing time. Improve your relationship with co-workers. Who wants to stay late today? He's taunting him about 32.5 and 8.7, no doubt. Slap shit. Tension. So he's had to insult his intelligence. Well, there's only one thing to do.
Vib New York.
Oh.
Zaji.
So let's talk about cameras.
Oh, Hinkum.
I don't like cameras. These stripes don't go. Read a book and improve your relationship with your boss. That's good news to get that for improving the relationship with your boss. Gandalf is being helpful. Now let's talk about arcade games. Oh, he's a hopeless romantic, isn't he? You know, he just wants a love right heart. You're not a star. Oh, we got a visitor. Parker's coming home with Red Trainer. Cool. That's 3 slaps. It is 3-0. Yeah, the nerve. What's Mama doing? Oh, she's dressed now. So she's chatting on the internet. Is she one of you? Ow. Alright, so people are on the way home. Red and Parker coming along. They're the only people on this bus. I do not recognize that driver. This is a crazy chase cam. Oh. Oh, ice cream. Oh, no. Guys, there's a path. There's a path, guys. That's dangerously close to the lava. What the hell is this? Someone's watching. It's a mysterious gnome. Parker needs to go home now. A little bit intimidated, isn't he? Bye, Parker. How are you getting home? How are you getting home, Parker? You take a taxi. Alright. Gammy got a promotion, and so did Franny. Duke should be coming out of work here too, it seems. Morgana. Who's Morgana? Morgana? I don't know. Duke. Oh, 4 p.m. If a trainer should be on the way home. The Wii Fit trainer's home, wasn't there? Oh, there's Franny. Guess she's snitched, so she's undercover. So she can't take any cars. Oh, Aaron Hansen wants to talk. We're talking to you, go.
Zagami, Mekatinga. What's that?
What are we talking about? Just chatting.
Such bagel.
Cammy's coming home too.
Ooh, Plasma, Bedenigo.
This music is very long. Let's get something a little more upbeat to narrow it down. Yeah.
Blue Star, Move, Swicky, Bedlagdio, Swigda.
Oh, that car. Ugh. Margaret Fixer. I don't understand how they don't know how to use the path. Too steep for them. Alright, so people are home. Mama wants to pillow fight with Cammy, but she's got to catch up to her. Settle it right here. They're having a wonderful time. Oh, that was in the head. That was too much. Oh, cheap shot, boo. Boo. Oh, yeah. Things are sparking. Luke has a little bit of discussion with the trainer. That's not having an argument.
Tosh! Basila Tosh! Viva! Oh!
Talk about comic books, I guess.
How was he?
Yeah, comic books. Sure. Crosby, little dog. Good, I don't like Sidney Crosby. He sucks. I think we're waiting on Mr. Hopper. He'll be there. Training. We're looking for some training. Excuse me. Alright, we're gonna get some exercise training here. Who better than the Wii Fit trainer herself? I get those virtual muscles going. Let's go. Alright. Go, go, go. Come on. Play Super Shrink. I will do that. What a jobber. Yeah. Look at that face. Look at that face. He is driving. The man who does not give up. Mama want to toss his name to Clavel? Sure. I don't care right now. We have more important things. Lead them to it. Dude just got his shit slapped in. I can get into a bunch of fights tonight. Where's Cammy? You do that, Cammy. Dennis Hopper's making some hot dogs here. There appear to be 6 of them. I do not trust that number to stay the same when he takes them out. Yep, see, there's 5 now. How'd that happen? And there's still 5. How'd that happen? Damn simps. His phone's ringing. Oh, your phone's ringing. What is it? Workout using the crisp burst option for 3 hours? Alright. I'll make you do it. Go. Show him how it's done. Go. This is how it's done. Duke and Franny.
Yeah.
You know how they started it off at the very beginning. Didn't seem to have gone in a better direction since. Wonderful hot dogs. Look at that sweat. Kind of smelly. Now a toddler. Do we have aging on? Shh. Let me make sure that is not on. No aging, please. Do not want that on. The show would be over very fast. Oh. Yeah, that's the entire reason, pretty much, why Leia is an elder. Come on, man. Clean up after yourself. You just leave it right there on the table. Silly. Well, we'll just walk straight through this fountain. I don't care about what it is. Clip right through it. Who needs it? Someone smells. Who could it be? Must be Cammy. Franny is going to be tonight's princess. What is that? Oh, that's mac and cheese! Oh, no! I wanted to sit there. Ugh. Where you're standing. Oh, your hand's in there. Your hand's in there. Get it out. Get your hand out of there. Maybe that actually makes it better. Oh. Oh, what a disgusting house. Why are you grabbing that? Duke. What are you doing, man? Everyone's gonna be dead in this house at this rate. Blood Day's coming up. Alright, let's club work and such going on, right? After everyone goes to work, we will send them out to the Spring Festival. How about that? We've gone out with the other houses, so we'll send these guys out to the festival and we'll see how it looks. They're out there for Love Day. People are kind of sleeping at this rate. At everyone. Cammy's still doing her thing. Not too much fun now. Let's just fast forward through that. Seeing Superstar. Summary. Derek McCormick moving up in his role. Look at all those promotions. There's 10. I don't care about 10. Take a shower, go to bed. Hey, hey, hey. Derek, what are you doing? Oh. Hello. Wow, Derek. Derek, get out of here. I don't think anyone else is going to be saying that, are they? Whoa, Cammy. Headliner. Derek is going over. We'll watch Cammy eat some hot dogs. Family show. Go to bed. You going to bed? Okay. Don't you have work? Oh, no, you don't. Great. Great, great. Duke's going to work. Mama doesn't have to. So we don't. Alright, so 4 of them are going out. Who is going to be off first so we can watch them? Looks like it's going to be Franny. Is it a Cammy? That's your own? Okay. Look at that, right on time. Princess is up. That's snow? This is just like real life. It's still snowing in spring. April 16th, I wake up and there's snow on the ground. I don't understand this year. It seems we're emulating real life. Anyway, that's a hidden passage if you didn't recall. Or see. I don't know if I showed it to you. Hot dog, normal quality. You didn't screw that up. My mac and cheese still out? Oh boy. Looks like this could use some fixing. That's just awful. That's coming up. Duke should be up. Mama's up. Turn on the music? No, you're not turning the music on. I don't know why I kept those stereos in. I'm dumb. Diamonds, huh? Something on the mind. Oh no, she's scared. She's gonna be scared. Oh no, she got scared.
Sarge, Whitney, hold up. Nil. Huh.
Jorglana?
Okay.
Renskazi.
Kami's sleeping right there, but you're just gonna wake her up. Oh yeah. With that music, go look at this man. Shake the baby. No, please don't shake the baby. Come on, this is my Duke Llama OTP. Don't ruin it. Bowser rises. Make the bed. Good boy.
Loco. Kasendieva.
Everyone get in line for Duke to hit on you. What is their relationship? Let's see. He's doing pretty well with Mama. I'm a fast friend. Not doing too well with Hopper. Katrina's pretty good too. Not as good as Mama, but Cammy's not too bad either. Even though Spade. He's not doing good with Franny, and especially not Gannon. Mama's generally getting along with people. Even the champion. Jessica does not like the look of this man's pajama choice.
Shava?
Quite imperfect. Anyway, another day of work. Ah! Usual crowd shoved in. Oh, we heard that already. I heard that too. Sure. Alright, Red's gotta catch his bus. You got a long way to go to get there. Hurry up. Simfest is starting. Units. Too bad we have a spring festival to go to. No running shoes. Hold on, we gotta go this way. Look at this guy. The little circle. School is starting now. What a patient bus. Outside for an hour. Fix the path. I'll do it next episode. Man, download the house, dude. I'm not sure how it's not working. Just ride along. Get in there. Oh. Great. Maybe there's still people at the door. Nope. You're really late now. Almost 10 o'clock. Cammy's off from work today. Still sleeping. I wonder if she stayed up. And the soccer's playing some Madden. Look at this buff dude. Mom out too. He's cooking. He's a pretty good cook. That's disgusting. What was that? Oh, great, you broke the tub. We got like 10 more. I'm gonna have to get some things fixed here. Cammy, you want to talk to Lee in a second? Sure. That looks pretty good. Looks great. Great quality. Lemon cobbler. I don't know how you get red there for a lemon cobbler. But they say it's great, I'll take their word. Yep, that's lemon. Absolutely lemon.
She wrong. Ah.
Yeah, she grabbed the pan with her bare hands. She's a pro. Hi, Cammy. Don't seem impressed. I'm gonna use the toilet. The loo. Slap. Pretty happy with yourself after that amazing cobbler. Wow, that's some hair. I didn't know you had that much hair. You're at 2 o'clock. You're at a 3. 6 nothing. You ready for it? We're in this place. This is right at the police department. She is a desk jockey. She has a desk position. Pays 53 an hour. Cammy's doing pretty well for herself. I think Cammy might be the most successful right now, actually. Yep, Cammy is actually the breadwinner of this house. This woman right here. $7 nothing. Alright, they'll be home soon and we will head out to the Spring Festival. Come on, Duke. Here we go.
March of gluttony. Oh. Mark. We need barcode. Barb.
Not sure it was a great idea to have these people get jobs. Leave these two alone. Ain't nothing. And we heard this already. Yeah.
Me. Lepsotine.
Coming out of work. Red was barely at school. That was about 4 hours. No matter. Launch me a sample of your work. Deliver a meal of great quality to Mirage Albee. I think that's VJ Albee's relative? Mother, I guess? Anyway, sure. Hanging recipe, huh? Red's class will be going to take a field trip to the theater. Sure. It's not gonna matter because I'm not even gonna be able to see what you're doing. Just go into a theater and that's it. Great field trip. Awesome field trip. Well, I'll accept it, but everyone's coming home now. We're gonna send everyone out to the Spring Festival. So, she'll do that in her own time. Here's Duke. Oh, it's raining now. My Spring Festival. On a mountain. Gander, lifetime happiness words. Oh, he's not that happy already? Oh, he has 5,000. He's racking those up. What's he doing here? Yeah, Gandorf is the happiest person in this house. By far. Mama's doing pretty well too. Red's home. If a trainer and Franny should be coming home too. And we're gonna send him out anyway, the Spring Festival. Because, fuck it. Nice hat. Just passed through a car, no big deal. Do these kind of people work at the police station? Guess so. We have not Mango Tangoed. Maybe we'll play that a little later. Who knows? I'm playing this one for Doom, so. Okay. Everyone seems to be here. Let's send them out. So you can see this gets a little crazy. Everyone's here at school. So we can visit with everyone. Let's go. Alright, everyone get on board. Everyone fit in this one car. I'm gonna route.
Oh.
Hurry up. Now you run, huh? Alright, here we go. Whoa. Done. Surprise, we're actually at court. Alright, so Wily's here with Vegeta. Wily is not dead, and neither is Vegeta. Is anyone else here? We have Melted Snowman. Rip. We have some Kissing Booth stuff. Custom Langrat. And Immersion. Table-San's here. Sorry, mildly distracted right now. And someone's already leaving. Great job, Dennis Hopper. They all head off to the dance floor. They're having a wonderful time. Vader's here, and we got a paparazzi who's checking out a couple of celebrities, Wily and Vegeta. It is pouring hard now. Wonderful spring festival. Indeed. Hey, there's an egg. Or seed. I want a seed. What are the Easter eggs? We Fit Trainer is leaving the group as well. Duke's getting hit on. We Fit Trainer's already going home. This may have been a bust. Oh well. Duke leaving the group. Full moon. Full moon! Uh-oh. Here's the kissing boost that they mentioned. Wow. That's pretty wonderful. Red, you're kind of clipping through here. Excuse me. Oh. Time to yell at her. Llama's the only one who's actually using the dance floor for what it should be used for. What's this? Horseshoes? Wow, how'd you miss that badly? Wow, they suck. Oh. Gandalf got a little face paint there. Really loved the Lion King, didn't he? So he decided to be a tiger. Because there were tigers in the Lion King, absolutely. Right now. Dance. Are they having a water balloon fight? Yes, they are. Jobber. We fit trainer and went home. As is Franny. The perfect face paint. These guys are awful at horseshoes. Light and water. Did I tell him to go home? No, I didn't mean to click that. I'm staying here. Don't go home. Oh, Dennis Hopper go home too? Yeah, you had enough after that. A little chilly. You're making a really complicated order, but it has to be perfect.
Also ribs.
Okay. Pretty sure we had this situation earlier. We didn't do it. Red continues to try. It continues to fail. Oh, post. Oh, Duke actually did go home. That's a shame. What are you done to, Mama? It's not unusual. Everyone's just gonna play horseshoes. Cammy comes back empty-handed too. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much going on here, so I think we should get to some other houses because we've been on here for a good hour already. So let's save this, and we will switch to another house. I'm gonna take on, let's check on house number 2. Well, we'll save house 1. I'm not going to front load this episode, people. Anyway, while that's going, I did mention I had an announcement, and Let me turn that off first. Reset. I have to figure out where the hell I'm looking at, right? Yeah, those two, okay. Choose a house. Okay. Alright, so, the announcement is that we are going to be changing around some of these houses. Yeah, dramatic music. We're going to be changing some of these houses around. Probably starting with the next episode, or maybe the one after. I'm not totally sure yet. But I am going to keep some natural people together. So, Waluigi and Table-San, don't worry about them. Fuji and Reno, they will stay together too. But I want to get some more interaction between the different groups who don't really talk. So, we're going to mess around with it a little bit. And I will let you know more information when I have that. But, just believe in me that I'm going to do it right. So I'll have more information when that comes around, but that is my plan. Anyway, we're taking a look around, and Jontron's been invited to some couple's house. I don't know why. I do not plan to fire anyone. How do you fire people from their house? How does that work? I'm not evicting them. They pay their bills. Anyway, we will play some music. How about this one? Just gave Newell. I'm gonna do legitimate work, and we're gonna keep moving around. Proto-Man, are you still standing there? You seem a little stuck. You're walking, and you're gonna meet up with someone. Or the Albies. Well, let me just sleep on your couch. And we have the, ow. Right through the light. Gabe and Bruce. Aaron is grumping. How about the girls? Let's see. She is doing her homework with a good student. How's she doing in that? I'm always going to check like the first one. Okay, B. Roll is only a C student. She's hanging at the boyfriend's house? Yep. Hanging with her boyfriend's family. She brought Rush's little brother here. Scout Dog. Oh, I guess he's already was here. Squirrel's outside. She's double his height. So? What are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna read a bedtime story. That's cute. Look at that dog. That dog is huge. Sandy. I think that might be Roll's mother or father. Knocked him out. That's cute. Oh no, this mashup. Pardon me. You're glitching up, man. Shut up, Brianne. Tori Andrews has a party starting soon. Where are we now? Victoria Andrews. I guess he came early for the party. He's that guy. He's gonna be the guy who gets there early and saves her late. That's usually Also, why is this kid next to the very loud music? Rolls bathing inappropriately at the alley house. BJ hasn't even been in the house. Tetra King is burnt dead. Oh no. Does not approve of this relationship. I don't want you reading to my son. Steal the dog, get yours now. Well, if you think things are inappropriate, I'm sure you approve of this.
Yep.
Kitania. See how this party's going. Does that have a timer or anything for it? I don't know. Any day, buddy. Should be coming out of work soon, finally. That'd be complete legitimate business going. Vehicles. $192 for crime work? Crime doesn't pay people. Oh, Carmen's 1-year anniversary, working at the Standing Citizen Warehouse Court. That's nice. There's all these Sims who got stuck. Jerry Lawler was stuck. Apparently JonTron already got kicked out. Great party. What kind of party was that? Also, Roll's getting kicked out. Ferdinand apparently did not get knocked to stuck. I'm gonna reset you. Let me see. I gotta fix you up. Back to home you go. Alright. Quite the hangover, huh? Alright. John? John? Both doing the same thing too. Would you knock over that? Oh no. Get off the soapbox. Testing. It's all about derivative. He's ranting about a derivative cinema. You can see people getting home over here. Just one's over here. Tara's there. She's breaking curfew and no one seems to care much. There's Aaron. What is that? It's a duck. Cammy, unroutable. John, do you come home yet? Is that a puddle? I don't think so. Oh, baby's escaping! The baby is escaping! That baby is escaping. How did it open the door? John doesn't care. Come on, baby, run. Be free. Be free of these party... Oh. John got unroutable and reset back to his house. RIP. What's your name? Bobby Andrews. Bobby Lashley, my God. Everyone sleeps. Oh, hey, dog. Huh? Oh, slow down. Okay. Whatever happened to that woman? We'll find out eventually, I'm sure. You want me to save 10 minutes? Not too much. It's 6 o'clock, we probably have some cleanup to do. So, you had enough for anything there? Don't you have school? Yeah, in 3 hours. Why can't you be a good B grade girl like GA and go to bed at a proper time? Man just thinks of his dog. Everyone's just about turning in right now. And here's Shea waking up at the crack of dawn, right when Roll's gone to bed. This is why he stayed cold as the casual champion. Wow, Roll. Way to sleep. Do you have enough energy? No, you don't. You're gonna have a great day. Hello, Bruce in the morning. PJ Devers missed that. Champ just does what he does. John doesn't need covers. He doesn't have a job? I thought you had a job in business. Guess not. Maybe that was my aim for him. Aaron got to work too. He slept a little. You switched beds. Why? You slept in the Bruce bed here. Phoenix, you may want to ask Potato what's going on. Or vice versa. Anyway, the bus is here, so... Shea, you gotta go to school. Shea, you better hurry. Shea, that's a bus. Guess we're not going to school today. She's gonna play some video games. After all this, I called her responsible. This is what you do to me. Yeah, Rush completely took her attention away. Bro actually has school in here. She's sleeping though. Oh, she's going through the whole day. That's it. No school for either of them. They both skipped. Oh, what? Okay. Aaron's gonna be really happy to know that they weren't there. And of course, our adults of the house are doing a great job at, you know, informing them of the importance of an education. We have this responsible adult here. Who is actually going to be responsible. Yeah, Bruce, tell her. She's going to school. Help her on the house again is a good sign. Pamela, the single grammar. Oh, we gotta see this. We gotta see this. It's about time he gets revenge. Here we go. The feud continues. Nice quality country bread by John. Rush wants shrimp.
Sana, Ubi Turlu.
Sigager Blanco.
Switchback. Keep forgetting he's at work. Is she even helping around the house? Well, she's gotta eat first. Hey, you guys better be crying.
Nashimana, Hura. Not Nubia.
Don't worry, she's still planning to go to school. She's only got less than 3 hours, but she's gonna go to school, guys. Rush has to go. Oh, his bladder's, Dog escaping. Roll in the puddle. Roll in the puddle. Adorable. No, that's a puddle. Normal little puddle. Don't you know what color pee is?
Nani Rock. Hula.
She is definitely doing a great job of helping around the house. Aaron, how much longer do you have? That shirt, huh? You want to see that shirt again? Why don't you see that shirt? There you go. Pepperoni, pepperoni. Is it folding time? Oh, yeah, that's about your day. Now what'd you do? Skip school.
Sheila. Mushakalaki.
Here's a dog.
Gobbly hurt?
These two have an interesting relationship. It's kind of like an uncle kind of deal. Uncle Gaben. Sure again. What's up the relationships here? She'd go down to a C for that. Roll down to a decent. Captain Falcon's his dice go up. Great. The rain is loud. Aaron's got a promotion. Teacher's aide. What was up on that? 2. He's no longer a gym honor, I believe he was. Does this look like the face of a D student to you? Hello? Aaron's looking a little smug. Play some hoop. There's a training montage for his title match. He plays basketball. James, I'm gonna play us go up there. A couple of levels. He is the man, as always. We'll stand in front of the TV, have a conversation. Roll still plans to go to school, guys. Aaron, get out of the way. Alright, we'll check relationships here. Gabe loves his car. He loves his old friend Adam. But they haven't talked in a while. Bruce, he's getting along pretty well with. Chie. Things look pretty good. Kinda not really on any kind of terms with most others. Carmen doesn't talk much to Aaron as of late. And we all know about her feud with Bruce. Ferdinand is also a big... Oh. Suddenly the car became Bruce. Okay. He's clean to Bruce. Old friend with John. I don't know where he's heading. Knows Vegeta. He has a romantic interest going on with Aaron Hansen. Oh boy. That's the other one. Keep in mind, that is the one who does not live here. That is the clone girl. Everyone else is kind of out there. He hasn't anything bad going on. John's old friends Darren and Frodo. He's kind of gone solo lately. Also, he doesn't have a good relationship going with Shawnee. After that time he came to visit. If that was him. Bruce is gonna take out the garbage by... Way to go. Way to go. Oh boy. Chris is a friend of his.
Ah, Kunadata, come on.
Your dog. I don't know with Jesse.
Hotar.
Inuva.
Doom.
Garkavis.
Aaron and Chie are just gonna talk in the bathroom about painting.
Hula Fribs Bis. Fruity. Noodle. Dura Cortina. Drep.
He gets along pretty well with people. Doesn't have any bad relationships going on. She doesn't seem to open up much. Seems to know a lot of dogs. Roll and VJ. Romantic interest still in pretty well. Shawnee's there. Don't seem to talk too much though. And that's about it.
Numa.
And being a little bit of a snob.
Nashala.
Oh, he's yelling at Roll about her staying home. Finally someone realized that.
Oh, so ignore.
Hi, Chris. Is that just a short track, or? I think it might be.
Oh.
So yeah, it's coming back. There's the music. There it is. Anyway, people are just kind of doing their own thing right now.
Oh, lovely.
Nancy.
What's she doing?
Yeah.
A couple of champions here playing some football. Got an arm.
Bravo.
Oh, roll. Cat thing is a little weird. Couple of readers. The current GM and the old GM. And Jonathan, we'll see. How you doing, Chris? Dun, dun, dun.
Rock shark.
Oh, this song. I wonder how many knows this is.
Ah, come on.
Mimsat.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
He spoke English.
Chippy Dork. Step. Eats. Bargosa.
Everyone's reading, doing homework, and solving. Yeah, now people realize. kind of just doing their own thing. Bruce is just running everywhere today. Down on Lights Club, Baby Bird. Black Electric here. Oh, the Grumps finally took their bed back. About time. This is a football game of forever right now. Not expecting to do much more, so let's get some switching going on here. I'm gonna check out house number 3. Save the best for last. House of Hate. Right over here. Change. Jesse and James back together? I don't know. Did I edit their relationship? Did I remember to do that? I don't know. You'll just have to find out, won't you? And you may or may not laugh at my misfortune. Oh, Zoe. Bit of a stretch. Knocked over a remote. Nothing serious. It's okay. Whoa. Jesse working out. Alright, let's check how everyone's doing here. Adam seems to have just arrived home. As long as Phoenix right here. Faith is at the movies. And Jesse went straight to bed, didn't even want to stay up for the camera. The man decided to do a little swimming. Make some phone calls. Maybe it's for Noah. Solina. Yeah, I don't know who that is. He's the man. He knows a lot of girls. Falcon's at the gym. Become friends with Cyclone Sword. Oh, that guy. Cool. Alright, if you want to meet him, do that, but we got Falcon at the gym here. What's more important? And we also have Mr. Albie. Hey, other than the whole Albie family's here. Why is the kid a celebrity and the others aren't? Wow. Prodigy or something. Let's go. Falcon, run. Yeah, Cyclone Sword, member of Generation New Egg. Don't forget to keep up the conversation on hashtag Generation New Egg. Hi, Jensen, this is Gabe Newell calling. Do you want to hang out? I'll come over. Alright, we're going back to house 2. Okay. Gary is... Gary's doing his homework in weird spots. What kind of student are you? You are an A student. You are excellent, Gary. Alright, let's go. See if Adam has any plan to go visit Gabe Newell. Yeah, I'll come over. Sure. Wow, put some clothes on. James, what are you doing around here? Come on, man, you gotta put some... No. We'll also got some relationships here. All of them kind of separated at the moment. Seems to know a couple of people, but he's got that rivalry with Red going. He's not doing too well with Jesse or Adam or Shaundi for that matter. So basically everyone. James dying? No. He's fine. Look at that, he's fine. I think that was something, yeah, that was Sims 2. They learned to come out after not having ladders. See? Okay. I'm just gonna play his video games. He's still listed as an old friend of Gabe, but I wonder why they haven't talked to each other too much. He's doing pretty well without some dad faith. Gary and Shaundi are, you know. Oh. Do a lap. Go on the Greninja slide. Ow. Off the bed again. We're enemies. Not doing well with Shaundi. No one's doing well with Shaundi. Faith and Octodad are good. She's not good with Jesse. So Jesse and Shaundi, you know, still hating on everyone pretty much. Especially each other. Absolutely each other. Look at all that hate under Shaundi's. Wow. She just got rolled, really. And Faith, somehow. Also, Falcon loves his cars. The Velocity is his best friend. That would be all this. It would be the Blue Falcon, but, you know. He also is pretty good with the Chopper that's hanging around here. Was hanging around here. I don't know. That'd be his inventory. 30 is a Magician. Okay. Anyway, Adam's hanging out with Gabe in here. Why does Jesse still hate the man? I don't know. Maybe she just despises working for him still. But they're warming up. Still a little salty about Endgame, maybe. Who knows? There's the man. The man's home. The man wants to play his arcade games. Hashtag master plan. Remember, the rocket fuel's here.
Absolutely.
And we're playing, what game is this called?
Oh!
Outbreak, Zombie Attack of the Brain. Arcade machine.
Oh! Oh,
I don't see any brains here, but I do see sharks with jetpacks fighting some dinosaurs with something on their backs. I think those are people. This looks like an amazing game, and I can't tell which one is control. Falcon's here. Falcon hoodie. Going on a bit of a walk. Now he's just gonna go home. The chopper. Oh. Oh. Camera, what? Alright. That was weird. Wackatoo, please. That is Shensen's, Gary. Why are you here? What's Faith doing? She's probably sleeping. And the man, of course, has to be in the top bunk. I think that's everyone in bed now. Yep. Automatic fast forward. Who will wake up first? He's got 2 stars in the celebrity meter now, so pretty popular. See who wakes up. Shawnee might be the first one. Oh! Oh! Shoot! Good robber! It's... Robber's here! I meant to play Repo Man, but it skipped to this. Close enough. Hi, Wes Summers. Oh, fight! In the fight! Jensen. The policeman just washes. Oh, it's fighting the policeman. Go. Got it. No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Use your gun. No, the cops go. Hold on. Hold on. Let's not get the robber. Let's talk to Jensen first. Unfortunately, the burglar got away. Wow. Out of the fight. Hold on. He's got the normal that stretch. Right. Oh my goodness. Hell has broken loose in the House of Hate. Gary just hides in the bathroom. We're missing someone. Who are we missing? Anyone here? Faces. Wow. Oh. Sinfest is starting at it. The other errand. Love Day is here. Love Day is here. So much love going on right now here.
Paparazzi.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh man, I'm still recovering here. I want to find some music. Here we go. This is a love song. Oh, is that paper broken? I wasn't noticing. Let's get around and find it, I guess. Did that guy steal anything? I don't think so. Not without a worm. Oh yeah, it is broken. Nothing should be able to fix it, right? Yeah, call someone. A lot of tension right now in this room. I'm still kind of recovering from that whole thing. Call. Huh? Oh, here you go. Drink a little bit.
Star's love.
Oh. See what's on here. Oh, sit down. Camera. Shawnee. This was awkward. Oh. 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 What? Is he hitting on the repairman before he's even walked into the house? How was that even possible? Check the repairman and make sure he does a good job. This is Cork Sour. Never saw this one before. Anyway, I'll leave him to it. Gary didn't smelly. Speaking of Gary, Red's running to use Facebook. Oh, he's gassed. Alright, repair job done. Ash Cheryler.
Evening.
Ash Cheryler. Normal guy taking a nap. Got kicked by the burglar, and he escaped. Anyway, that was underwhelming. I was expecting a huge fight. Must have been a good nap for you. Oh, ghost story. Sounded like there wasn't much excitement to it, but oh, I guess you liked it. How is there not a good Rosalina Claw? Because you didn't make it yet. What are you waiting for, man? Who's the brunette ponytail girl? That is Shondi. If you mean this one. I think she is the only brunette ponytail girl we have because Faith does not have a ponytail. And the other ones, the other one is not a brunette. Whoa. Whoa. What? What's she doing? Whoa. Spooky. Mario Kart 8? Yeah, I'm getting it. Wait, what? This guy. Paparazzi. Who said you could just go on our deck? Apparently they know each other. Insult. Oh, she called him her baby. Run away, baby. Hate the PTO. Aw, your feelings hurt, baby. Stupid. It's Ryder. No, Ryder's completely brown hair now. Ooh, yeah! Uh-oh. What now? What did we break? break.
Mama!
Gary. Gary. Call the repairman. Blocked. What the hell? We'll let it play again. It's love day after all. Someone just turning in early, or sleep pattern seems awkward in this house. Maybe it was Bradley's fault. Fucking Shondi. Definitely not a good relationship. Criticizing his family, for one, does not help. Oh, put him up, put him up, put him up. Fight! Fight! Wow. Wasn't even close. Hey, repair guy, welcome back. Best love day ever. Oh, do it again. The lightning at the oh.
Snorky. Clarm.
Yeah. Not even up. Faith is playing. Ice Cream Blast. Oh, it's asteroids kinda. Oh no, it's like a reverse asteroid. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I got the cherry on top. And that's it. That's cool. Watch out after that.
The Joker's in hot pursuit. In a speedboat. And there's a chef with them and they're gonna make soup.
We're kind of awkwardly walking around the coffee table. Let's talk to the man. You don't have a brain. You're not training. Follow you. I was like, no, I don't want to. Clean about 30 dishes to Gary O. This seems to be the great time for it. Let's get in the suit first. The dishes are dirty. Everything Shames is boring. It's raining. We'll talk about rain dance and how it benefits the water types that you have on your team. Fight.
War
3-1. Happy Love Day, everyone. Oh, and now some pinball. It doesn't have a name. Beige. Still got ice cream blast going on here.
Soup, Johanny Moth. Asi. Vito. Frigo.
Terry's like, you like the color purple. My client, known in Storm Range, is also purple. Our dog gave birth. Well, you guys want to get a dog? You're already saying yes. I'm gonna get a dog. Now wait a minute. Last time I had to get it. Hold on. Go down the road. Yeah, but I can't visit it like that. I have to do it through the... Oh, you want a cat. Well, yeah, you want a cat, don't you? Alright, let's get a cat. I think we can get him through this. Got the pet for a soldier. How about that? Let's save him out. Phone's ringing. Who cares? We're getting a cat. Ah. Run! Where are you going? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna read this newspaper in the rain. It stays dry and everything. Alright. Got cats. Oh boy. I'm liking Decker here. From Mashura. Mittens. Alright, which of these should I get, guys? Pick one. I'll wait. I'm partial to Decker myself. Adopt the horse. Mishra's cat. You don't want Decker? I don't know. Oh, suddenly a lot of Decker. Okay, I think we want Decker here. I'm getting Decker because I want Decker. And you're gonna be Meowth. That's right. Meowth is being cleaned up and checked out to come home to you. Decker incoming.
Oh, Graza!
Or Meowth incoming. Darwin's Revenge. Free vacation. That will basically just leave Gary in the house alone. Last time that was really boring. We're gonna skip that. Do we really want to just watch Gary sleep? I don't think so. Besides, we gotta get the cat. Oh, you people are already saying yes when I've already made my choice 20 seconds before. Answer Jensen's calls. Yes, you do. Too bad. I'm switching houses soon anyway. Don't you guys want to go to house 1 in time? Kind of pushing it on time here. Objective, Marty P. Oh, we already heard that, so let's switch this. Heard that too. Camera. Camera. Where's the cat? Oh, my cat. Kelly! There's your cat. Where is he? There's the cat. You just left the cat in the rain. Wow. That is an awful shelter. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh, okay. There it is. Oh my gosh. This head is huge. Look at the head. Yeah, let's rock it, of course. Oh. Oh, we almost stepped on the cat. Welcome. Welcome to the house of love. You're gonna be so loved here. What? What was that? Oh, no. Yeah, it's glitching out. Buy it for food. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let's buy some food and stuff for it. Storm Eagle? No. Let's get some music that's good for buying stuff. Let's some cat music. Do I have any cat music? What about Cat's Cradle? Great. You can hear the synth music too. Pet Essentials. Get you. Got a lot of space out in here, right? Over here would be good. Got a good bowl for you. Litter box. Well, you're gonna be upstairs. No, I'm gonna keep you in Shawnee's room. Ease your access. Need a bowl. Yeah, it's nutrition. Great. Got a little condo thing here. I don't know where I'm gonna fit all this. Post is facing the wall. Well, shut up. I don't have a lot of room. I do not have a lot of room. That could be in the way. Nah, whatever. What's wrong with that? I'll make sure that post is good. Post is facing the wall. Alright. Dinner? Okay. Alright. Let's go to that. Pets do not have lifetime wishes. What? What? Oh, you can do that. I thought you got sucked into the cabinet. You just jumped up there. Give me attention. So worried. React negatively. Up to these dishes. Someone interact with the cat, please. Oh yeah, you need a bed. I'll give you a litter box, I can give you a bed. There real quick. Space age sleepy pet vessel. Oh geez, that's huge. Let's buy it. Oh, this is not fitting anywhere. Well, condo wouldn't really be considered a bed, would it? No, this is a thing to perch around on. Games, pet bed. Faith, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. As a dog bed. I don't care. Keith, get out of here. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you in suspense because we're going to house 1. We'll see what happens with Meowth next episode, but for now, I'm getting pretty tired and I need to do house 1. So we're doing house 1. What hell awaits us in the House of Love? Anyway, while we're waiting, just in case you didn't get the news, EDPW is going to be on Saturday. I believe they're just doing it at the normal time, John. 6 p.m. Eastern. So be on the lookout for that. Church will defend his title. And we will determine how we're going to get a new women's champion with Lucina being called up to the female division. Alright, welcome back to House 1. Vegeta's become a hair cutter, and he seems to have done a great job with it. Who is everyone? Paparazzi here, Madison Van Lawson, I think we saw her earlier. We have Grunty the Beautiful, who is completely gone. Full-on magician. Vegeta is acting inappropriately. A Buster Clavel's house. I don't know what he's doing. Wily playing some Madden. Tara's with them here. What's happened to our favorite couple? Well, one's watching a couple of squirrels. Single-gram. Well, we're gonna play your theme. Where is it? Here we are. Yeah, Vegeta's got quite a job already. He's already up to level 8 on Stylist. He's making some pretty good bank. Daisy is working at... Oh, no. She's at the lounge. Got a little arcade game she's playing on her own. There's no one else here. Daisy, you're crazy. That was Waluigi right to earlier. Whoa! Jamming. And the table of all tables is in this little shack. Oh, she was embarrassed by that. Who's this guy? Alexia Brew, Alicia Leon, and is that a hat? That's a hat. That's a little shack here. Tara is also squad leader, so can't be caught up to her. Daisy is a starter on her team. Vegeta, as we know, has been making a name for himself in the styling. Let's see. Oh, we can playground monitor. Reno, still a battle counter. He's not making any good progress in that. Grunty has been a pretty good magician, up to level 5 already on that career. And Alberto is just a stay-at-home crazy doctor. Daisy suddenly came home. What's going on with those two? I don't know, but we're gonna get some crazy now. Rant about evil. She is still being inappropriate. Table-San just got kicked out. Oh, what's he doing? Hey, splash, splash, splash. I need to go home now. Follow up with Wiley. Guys, why has no one done any woohooing? I'm a little scared. Also, who is this girl? I'll check some relationships, see if we missed anything while we were out. Wiley's not really talking to his friends anymore. Got old friends that are up there, but Emma Hatch, we saw her earlier today. Oh, there's Derek McCormack. Got a lot of his alerts. Grunty's got a lot of connections right now. Maybe it's a consequence of the business. Reno and Vegeta, same as always. Not on good terms with Shondi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Parage? What the hell? Lights outside. What happened? Those lights are fine. Weird. Oh, you think he turned the lights off for his story? That's probably what... So Reno was the light switcher off for the whole time. Uh-oh. Okay, finally. I'm not sure if that's a good thing to say finally for, but sure. Remind me to check. Oh, Daisy's coming too.
Squad.
Hey.
A little early. You got the carpool, Waluigi. You gotta go to work. You gotta go to work. You gotta go to work.
Lousy babs.
That bad. Auntie looks interesting in this getup. I like the big poofy shoulders.
Oh.
If you're gonna try a toilet, try this one. Just for steel on the top. Just for steel. Tastes of steel. Dude, fix that shower. Oh, I passed out. Try for baby. That's up to them. That's their decision. That was a short conversation. Got a lot of celebrities in this house. And Waluigi and Table-San are the only two who are not celebrities. What's an end zone? Okay. They're going to work, dude. You should be at work now. This place is gonna become a warehouse. Missing work. He's missing work. Great. And report. Sure. Oh, my bad. Let's swap that out. There we go. There's mad face here. Vegeta has available Stylist for it to do. Alright, let's see what that does.
China, tell me where in the world is
Cartman, San Diego.
Steal their soul in South Korea, making honey cooks right on the red.
Hi, Little Red. Hi, Little Red.
Well, they never saw her steal. We come from the jungle, tell me
Where in the world is
This is the Hart household. We're going to the Hart household? Yeah, Bret Hart. Wow, look at this place. Goose is finally getting buff.
Cartman, San Diego.
Need you to style a fantastic sleepwear ensemble. Great job. Yeah, I probably canceled a couple jobs. Anyway, great job. Next job. The Alta household. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how the styling shot works. Oh, we're going to the Richie place now. Look at this place. Turn shop, new everyday outfit for Nick Alta. Who's this guy here, I believe? Network. Sure. There's Nick Alta. He's a fairy. He's rich. Never would have guessed. Get him updated outfit. Reject and imply client looks like a llama. I'm gonna do that. Oh, hey. Back here. You're a llama.
Oh, Grover.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Into Popoli?
Great job.
Oh.
Someone scared a little thunder and lightning. Rip. I have to go now. I think it's time you left also. I don't know what that guy was. Oh, look at this house. Look at this house.
Are you ready for a miracle?
What are you doing it? Just sit down. Oh well. Back to home you go. Wow, Phoenix what? Did I read that right? Play roast team? No. Why would I do that? Well, you're sleeping on the couch tonight. Maybe not. Maybe for this miracle. Gus Hart. Also, they broke something. You ready for the miracle of life? Get that. Vegeta, you're not doing well at your job. You get that. Go make stools? Ew, you're telling them the truth. Are you ready? This miracle. Meanwhile, someone's on their way home. That was another time, don't worry. They do it in every bed. Probably over the course of the series they have. If Luigi doesn't fix his work performance soon, he'll face disciplinary action. Meanwhile, Terra got a promotion. I think it's pretty obvious who won this deal. Anyway. She's home. So we'll check on Daisy first. Okay. Do what you do best. Reno's left work. No one seems to be in good condition in this house. Everyone's yellow or worse. Jody Cruz, Paparazzi. Anyone else? Just not. Oh, Rip Table-San. Grunty's throwing up. Great. Great. I want you two to interact. You're not on good terms still, I guess. Ex-acquaintance. Old enemy. Stands around awkwardly. He's actually just falling asleep. Raphael? Right here. Wow, why would you laugh at that? Oh gosh. It's a big game. Go to work and win the game. Yeah, win the game. Do it. If that check mark means we win the game, we win the game.
Clark.
Wait, that wasn't them. That was these two. That was these two. I don't know. We think she's over it. She broke up. But we'll have the witches two talk it out. I was gonna die in. Oh, seminar. Can you do that right now? Yeah. Let's get you promoted. Again. Oh, Sean.
Lord.
Alright, meanwhile the others just go to bed. It's not that late. Not at all. Why are there pancakes and waffles on the floor? Well, that person's name is... Are you winning? Rush unroutable. Oh, it's a whole thing. Okay. Separate beds. Holder of the table after it. Reno, don't you know what they've been doing there, man? Wow, Eggman, wow. Rude. Music. How long is the seminar going? For a while. Every bed in this house is worse than Gary's chair. I am not going to disagree with you on that. Anyway, all we can really do is just kind of wait on these guys to get done. Let's speed it up. Daisy win. Duke Nukem unroutable. You didn't say if you won the game. Didn't I have a game? This one here, I guess. Probably. Sell the pets. Burn the whole house. Never bet on Duke to get to where he needs to. The long seminar. Jess Morrison. Aww. Does anyone else ship these two? I do. I do. Seminar over. Go home to nothing going on. Stormy will stop coming up. There you go. She is gonna go straight to bed. Get through one more day here. Everyone's going to bed, so we'll just automatically fast forward. She's gonna wake up first. It might be Waluigi. We'll just get moving. Didn't finish the seminar? Who's that for? We'll find out. Some Sims are not punctual. Carmen's late to her job. Great, thanks for telling me. Already the most magical man in the world. Artie, get out of here. Get up, walk. Cheetah's up. Gonna eat leftover lamb pancakes. Are they the pancakes I think you're gonna eat? I hope not. I hope not. No. We need to fix this. Anything else to fix? Stairs? Laptops? This one. What? Tara was seen passed out? It's because she passed out in her own house. Wow. Damn paparazzi. Fix the stereo, huh? Which one? That one? This one? Outside? Oh no. I really don't care about fixing the stereo, honestly. I should probably have deleted it by now. Did it for decoration at this point. We heard the plan already. Let's get the new song in here. What haven't we played today? This. Waluigi has completed the Plumber Skill Challenge. He is finally a plumber. Also, he is the enemy of Vegeta right now. thought they're not friends anymore. Distant friend. The skill is still only an 8 though for repair. I'm not sure what it takes. Also, we're freezing here. There we go. We just save real quick. We are going to do this one more day here, and we'll call it a night. Ran a lot longer than I was hoping for, but hey. You only get one of these every so often, right? Sleepwise, eat the dinosaur. Are you watching now, Sleepwise? Do you still watch these, or do we scare you away at this point? Cooking up something? Oh, you did an awful job. What's that outside? Why is the paparazzi girl hanging around her pool? Dude. Can I kick her out? Horrifying quality. So horrifying it makes you gag. The way to Reno grab the horrifying waffles. You might as well just have these lemon pancakes. Call cops on paparazzi. I'm sure that'll go over well. Daisy takes a little nip from Tara. There's up. Everyone's up at this point. We're getting a nice early start. 5 a.m. Wow, racing to the bathroom so you can't get it. Waluigi going for the hat trick. Is he on good terms with Grunty? Not really. Daisy isn't doing too well with him. Better play it than not. She broke the toilet. And now she's just gonna play browse the web. Excuse me. Stop posting on Twitter. Get out of here. That's what you want, huh? That's what you really want. Okay. They're gonna do some mango tangling.
Flirt. Flirt.
Get out of here. Let's listen to a Mango Tango. She's hungry. Great. Grunty. Oh no, the wigs! No! Seems like every other episode. Watch these. Watch that. Oh. That was worse than ever. Oh, we're gonna play this game. We're doing jump. Let's go. Game over. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Great. Kind of a no-show after that, though. Third one. Dude, come on. You got a job to do. You got a job to do. Cheetah, we got a job to do. Cheetah, you gotta go to work. Not that kind of work. Vegeta, you got a job to do. Not that kind of job. Let's go. Let's go. What else you got? This one too. Vegeta. What the hell are you doing? Vegeta, go to your job. Oh no. Not a kid! Rip kid. Hello. How you doing? Hi. Okay. Entry to the house. Only one. That's your cat. Alright. Do some work. Well, now you know how it feels. What kind of stylizing is going on here? Will scare you. Whoa. Doing a great job here. I'll just leave it to your job. Meanwhile, welcome to Everyone's Scared Saturday. Script there. Wonderful. Ice cap we heard. We got more music. No. Hear that. Yeah, the real one. Sure. Carrot_carrot7. Table-San is faithful to Waluigi. Table-San has a faithful reputation. Wow. It's like we're reinforcing this right here. Alright. You say so. Maybe it's the other because it's the other way around. I don't know. This up is a trait? Oh no. Faithful to the law. So faithful this is happening. Oh, my car. Daisy working up a sweat there. Table-San the Saint? For Vaughn. Cheetah, what are you doing, man? Come on, man. Doesn't like this window. Huh? See, this is fun. Look at that, no problem. And I gotta play the theme. Get to know each other better. Yeah, well, Luigi's the totally faithful one. Rude. Also rude. Challenge continues. Trunk's a little dog. Daisy heading to work. You got a game today? We're alright. Sunday and Wednesday. Okay. Great, some guy is a social networker. I don't know who he is. Again, he's thinking about tables, not chairs. Not chairs. Alright, go ahead and do it.
Doc, Sammo.
Doc! Demo!
Roggy.
Oh.
Yeah, Chief, I think that's the idea. Just get in this room away from it. Daisy received an invitation. You're invited. Formal attire. Tonight. Of course. Of course. Wait, what? What happened here? Oh, Tara's got a complaint first, and then he's gonna do it. I don't know, what did Tara say? Brings up a concern. Alright, do your thing. Cheetah is telling a ghost story to that dude. This is what a stylist does. Talks about ghost beetles. Cockroaches. When they opened the grave, it was empty except for a single fresh rose. Ah.
Oh, jiggle ring. Oh.
Sounds like tribute. Greatest song in the world. Oh! Wait, I missed it.
Sardla. Enzomi was Milovini Ajo Tanet.
Reba wobble. Up and day.
That's your day. Oh no, just had a fight with you. Well. Things heated up between those two. Meanwhile, we need some music. I wonder how she feels about this whole ordeal at this point. She really is just a tool between the two. But who are you? Just Morrison again. She's going to bed. Oh. Awkward. The bright fridge too. Anyway, we're about winding down here, so we'll see the end of the day here. Most people are going to sleep. While I continue to jam. Courtney's in bed. Reno too. Reno? Never mind. Oh yeah, there's a party. Is she gonna be good for that? We'll check it out real quick. Will these two even interact anymore? I don't even remember who was holding that party. But, hold on. We have some plot going on. Hold on.
Talk some money, Bob. Oh, blood.
Turbo. Let's go.
Oh boy. Things are blowing up. I don't think we need a party when we have one going on right here. Look at this. This is blowing up right now. Oh, that's it. Alright, what's on the your party? Oh, look at the map. Where's Marty Keaton? Vegeta's still here. This is festival. Oh. Well, you're running a party. But, okay. You want to leave your party and go on a date instead, okay. Oh, there it is. Well, too bad. We have a date. Party for two, huh? Everyone else sleeping at this point. Tara's breaking her legs. Waluigi's doing something. What's in the Waluigi jam? Let's head to see the state. This is pretty far. This is really far. What?
Is cooking.
What the hell is that? Anyway, here's Marty Keaton. Pretty buff dude.
Yeah, this is perfectly fine. The date at the park at 10:30. It's 11 p.m. I don't know, but there's a attraction going on. We're gonna berate his ignorance. Cool. Date's going well. If anyone want to talk to that person, okay, sure. But football? I don't even know what she plays. She's just a player of sport. Soccer ball here, but I don't know if she plays soccer or what. They don't specify. Sports. I got that. Let's go back. Oh. Jeff Morrison following us around. What is she doing? Networking is key. Llama Memorial Stadium. The house. Why is it popping these spots up? Check back with the others, see if they're sleeping. Probably are. Oh, Rita's up. Me too. Cheetah, what? Wow. Become a fitness coach. Well, he's doing well. Aaron Hansen is now an acrobat. Cool. Randolph Wright. Rip. Friend. Novice juggler. We heard that. Sure, that one. Oh, it's a little insane. Oh, she was about to leave. But hold on. A desperate ploy from Marty Keaton. Some daisies. Daisy. So let's keep talking. Aaron is now contortionist. And great date. Receive a text from Marty Keaton. He has a party starting soon. Better not miss it. Okay. Sure. Will not miss your party. Great. Anyway, I think we're gonna leave it here for the night. So that'll do it for tonight. Put this focus on her. So that'll do it. Again, EDBW on Saturday. Be sure to check that out. See who our new female champion will wind up being. I don't know if you're doing that all in one shot, John, but determined people at least. And we will have Surge defend his title against Shawnee Gat. So thank you all for watching. I will let you know about the changes for the houses, if that's going to be coming next episode or down the line. I still haven't decided yet. We'll see how that goes. That'll do it. Thank you all, and have a good night. There's a tactic.
Lieber, du lars for mig så god. Jeg binder gitar så tvej tugger blikken med varsbelov. Til kæse snip easy bana buffer babin i grav. Nei, hvor synker høy ved meg må bina så bare snart. Buni shower kubavers time savure kawasha.
Sexy Dynamite.